Good afternoon everybody, it's Brett here, Lionheart84. Now what we're looking at here is my pawpaw fruit that was blown off the tree unripe about, must be maybe 3 weeks ago. I'd have to have a look and check on the dates and see. But it was blown off immature. It's probably about 2 inches diameter. I've still got 4 fruits holding on the tree, which I'm hoping are going to carry on developing and reach maturity. Now obviously this fruit was as hard as a rock, and I thought, well, what I might do is put it in a bag with some bananas or apples and see if there was any likelihood of it maturing or ripening. Well, at present it doesn't seem to have changed at all. I have heard that pawpaws really need to ripen on the tree until they fall off, but if you pick them 2 or 3 days before they're ripe, they will continue to ripen on the counter. But I don't think it's viable for an underdeveloped fruit that's come off 3 or 4 weeks early to actually develop any ripeness, because it's not being fed by the tree. So what I thought would be interesting, I noticed in the bag that it was starting to go mouldy on the stem, so I can't see any point leaving it there any longer. It's obviously not going to improve, sorry, not the camera, it's not going to improve to a better state. So what I thought we'd do is cut it open and have a look and see if it was developing any seeds in it or not, because that would be interesting. I don't know what colour the flesh inside would be. I would imagine it will be green because it's an unripe fruit, or possibly just starting to turn a sort of a yellowy green colour. But we'll cut it open and have a look, because it's not often you'd see one of any sort in the UK. So I'll just pause the video because my tripod's broken some time ago and I haven't replaced it, so I can't actually hold the fruit and cut it open and hold the camera. But I'll just pause it temporarily and we'll split the fruit in half and see if it's got any seed development in it. Well, there we are then. It's very interesting. This variety is Prima, and as you can see, it had or has 4 seeds in it that, to be honest, look as if they at least had, I would say they'd definitely reached maturity. That's interesting. So it got to the stage where the fruits had matured, but where it wasn't quite, hadn't got to the level where it was going to ripen to be edible. Now, let's see what it smells like. Yeah, it doesn't really smell of anything. I mean, it hasn't got sort of like a fruity mango or banana scent. It just smells like unripe hard fruit to me, and yet the seeds look as if they're fully matured. So I would think another month on the tree and there's a chance this fruit would have developed some ripeness. Obviously putting it in a bag with other fruits hasn't succeeded as it does with some fruits, but it's worth having a look. I'm not really sure. I don't think unripe pawpaw are palatable, and they may well be actually poisonous, so I'm not too sure that I want to try and taste a bit on the edge to see if it's developing any sweetness. But perhaps I'll just touch a little bit on the edge with a teaspoon and just put it on my tongue just to see if it's astringent or not, or it's probably bad, probably gone off, but we'll just put a bit on the tongue and just see what happens. I don't think it'll be enough to cause me any harm anyway. No, definitely not in any shape or form edible. I'm struggling to think what the unripe hard fruit reminds me of. Probably just about like any other fruit that's bad, that's underripe. Hasn't got that sort of sharpness of perhaps a rock hard peach or nectarine, but certainly not at all palatable. But I don't think it's like to cause me any harm earlier. I think I only tried a little bit. But I thought it'd be interesting to see the inside. Now this is Prima, so I see no reason why I couldn't put those seeds in a pot outside over winter. There's no real need for me to put them in my fridge here, because we'll get some cold weather over winter. So I might just put them in a pot and stick a label in that says pawpaw and see if they come up in the spring, because if I did manage to germinate and grow any, I'm sure they'd be interesting to plant for decorative purposes somewhere, or possibly use as rootstocks. I know they're very slow growing, but I just thought I'd do a short video on my prematurely fallen off pawpaw, just to see what it looked like inside, and the answer is it does look like the real thing. So thanks everybody for watching. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up, share it with anyone you think might be interested in pawpaw growing in the UK or similar climate. We have seeds. Please subscribe to my channel, and obviously if you click the bell you will get notifications of new videos as they come out, which would include should I decide to plant and try and germinate these seeds, next spring, possibility of results. I'll catch up with you on the next video. Brett out for now.